Hello everyone, my name is DJ Rika Najar, lecturer, Faculty of Nursing, Assam Downtown University. So today I'll be teaching you on a demonstration on vital signs. So what are vital signs? Vital signs are basic component of assessment for the physiological as well as the psychological health of a client. So blood pressure, pulse, respiration and blood as well as body temperature are the signs of life. So the main purposes is to assess any specific life-threatening condition as well as to plan for the health intervention for the client as well as to detect any changes in the client health status. So the first vital signs, it is the temperature, which is the degree of heat which is maintained by the body, or it is the balance between the heat produced and the heat lost in the body. So the normal temperature in adult, it is as shown. So the types of thermometer, we have the clinical mercury thermometer, the digital and the tympanic thermometer. So the pulse. So the pulse, it is alternate expansion and recoil of an artery as the wave of blood, it is forced to it during contraction of the left ventricle. So the normal pulse range is 70 to 80 beats per minute. So these are the various sides of checking the pulse. So the respiration, it is the process of taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide, and the normal respiration rate, it is 16 to 20 beats per minute. So the blood pressure, it is a force exerted by the blood against the wall of the blood vessels as it flows through them. So we have the systolic and the diastolic blood pressure. So systolic blood pressure, it is highest degree of pressure during the ventricular systole, and the diastolic is the lowest pressure that occurs when the heart, it is in the resting period just before the ventricular contraction, and the normal blood pressure average, it is 120 by 80 mm of mercury. So the articles required for this procedure, we need a clean tray containing a sphygmomanometer with a stethoscope. We need a thermometer in antiseptic solution. Then we need recording articles, a bowl with cotton, and we need a watch. So we have first explain the procedure to the patient, and we have to wash our hand thoroughly with soap and water. Before that, we have to collect all the articles required for the procedure. So we have, for checking the temperature, pulse and the respiration, first of all we have to take out the thermometer from inside the antiseptic solution and wipe it from bulb to stem. Keep it at the eye level to see whether the mercury, it is below 35 degrees Celsius. If it is not below 35, we have to shake it and make it below 35 degrees Celsius. We have to give the cotton to the client to wipe the underarm. After it's done, we have to keep the thermometer under the axilla and keep the hand of the patient across the chest to keep the thermometer in place. So side by side, we can check the pulse and the respiration. For checking the pulse, we can keep the right hand, the fingertip of the right hand on the radical pulse, and we have to assess it for at least 1 minute. So side by side, after it is done, we have to check also for the respiration by checking the movement of the chest. So the pulse, we have to check for the rate, rhythm as well as for the volume of pulse. So after 2 minutes, we have to take out the thermometer and we have to clean it from the stem to the bulb and note the reading. So for checking the blood pressure, first of all we need to place the deflated cuff at least above 2 inches above the antecubital fossa. After that, we have to make sure the mercury is at the 0 level. Then we have to check for the radical pulse. After it's done, we have to palpate for the brachial pulse, and we have to keep the bell of the stethoscope on the brachial pulse to assess the blood pressure. So we have to close the valve by turning the knob of the valve clockwise. So we have to pull the air inside the cuff until the reading on the manometers, it is at least above 22 mm, at the point at which the diastolic pressure disappears. Not diastolic pressure, at the point at which the radical pulse disappear. So after that, we have to release the air slowly, and we have to note the point on the manometer where the pulse first appears. So this is called as the systolic blood pressure. So after that, we have to keep on releasing the air, and we have to note the point on the manometer at which the sound disappears. That is called as the diastolic blood pressure. After that, we have to keep on releasing the air until the mercury, it reaches at the 0 level. So after it's done, we have to repeat the procedure if there is any doubts, and we have to make sure not to do more than 3 continuous times in one hand for checking the blood pressure. So after this is done, we have to make the patient comfortable, take all the articles to the utility room, clean it and replace all the articles. So hope you are clear with the topic. Thank you.